The Queen's Law change TA's own attitude, and the universe will obey you. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to move through life effortlessly, as if the universe itself is bending to their will? What if I told you there's one single attitude that, once mastered, can make the universe obey you? This is what I call the Queen's Law, a principle so powerful that it transforms how you are seen, how opportunities come to you, and how life unfolds around you. In this video, we're going to uncover the secret mindset shift that every queen makes, the one attitude that instantly commands respect, attracts abundance, and aligns your energy with the flow of the universe. If you've ever felt stuck, ignored, or powerless in your own life, this is your moment to step into your power and watch everything change. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how to embody this queen energy and let the universe follow your lead. The Queen's Law, unleashing the power of self-belief. Every queen knows that her first kingdom is within herself. The world outside may be unpredictable, chaotic, or indifferent, but when you command unwavering self-belief, the universe starts aligning itself with your energy. Self-belief is not arrogance or ego. It is a deep, unshakable trust in your own worth, value, and power. It is the foundation upon which every queen builds her life, her decisions, and her destiny. Without this core attitude, no amount of charm, intelligence, or effort will create lasting influence. The universe responds to certainty. When you know who you are and what you deserve, everything else begins to fall into place. Self-belief is not something that is given to you by others. It is cultivated within. Every thought you think about yourself, every standard you set, and every boundary you enforce communicates your worth to the world. A queen does not wait for permission or approval. She validates herself first. She does not seek validation from others because she understands that external approval is fleeting and unreliable. By holding herself as worthy, she sends out a magnetic signal to the universe, and the energy she projects begins to attract experiences, people, and opportunities that match her level of self-respect. The first step in embodying this queen energy is clarity of vision. A queen knows exactly what she wants and refuses to settle for less than her highest potential. She is clear not only about her goals, but also about the type of energy she is willing to accept in her life. This clarity is magnetic. It informs the universe that she is not to be compromised, manipulated, or overlooked. When your vision is precise and your self-belief strong, the universe cannot help but respond. Doors begin to open, paths align, and synchronicities appear almost effortlessly. This is not coincidence. It is the natural law of energy responding to intention. Another critical aspect of the Queen's Law is the understanding that your standards shape your reality. When you raise your standards for how you allow others to treat you, the universe respects those boundaries. Relationships, business opportunities, friendships, all of these begin to reflect the energy you project. If you accept less than you deserve, you send a signal that you are willing to settle, and life mirrors that message back to you. Conversely, when you refuse to compromise on your core values, you naturally filter out what does not serve you. This selective energy attracts the right people, situations, and opportunities, creating a life aligned with your highest self. Emotional discipline is another pillar of the Queen's Law. A queen is not ruled by the highs and lows of her circumstances. She maintains composure, exercises patience, and responds intentionally rather than impulsively. This emotional mastery is magnetic because it signals that she is in control of her energy, not the chaos around her. People are drawn to her presence because it is steady, reliable, and empowering. Similarly, the universe recognizes this energy of control and intentionality and mirrors it back, offering experiences that honor her discipline. Emotional discipline does not mean suppressing feelings. It means managing them wisely to maintain your power and focus. Detachment is perhaps the most misunderstood but vital component of the Queen's Law. True queens do not chase, beg, or force outcomes. They cultivate an energy of trust and surrender, knowing that the universe will deliver what is meant for them in perfect timing. Detachment creates space for the right people and opportunities to enter without resistance. It communicates that you do not need to cling or compromise your value for temporary gain. When you stop forcing outcomes, you become magnetic. The universe begins to respond to your energy, bringing abundance and alignment naturally. The Queen's Law is also rooted in clarity, not chaos. A queen knows her intentions and communicates them through her actions and presence. She sets boundaries with confidence and does not tolerate anything that diminishes her power. Clarity of intention acts as a cosmic command, directing energy toward her desired outcomes. Without clarity, even the strongest self-belief can falter because scattered focus and mixed signals dilute your energy. By living with precision, purpose, and unwavering standards, you harness a law of the universe that obeys deliberate, confident energy. Lastly, embodying the Queen's Law requires consistency. It is not enough to practice self-belief, high standards, emotional discipline, detachment, and clarity sporadically. A queen integrates these attitudes into her daily life until they become natural extensions of her identity. Every decision, interaction, and choice reinforces her energy and sends a clear signal to the universe. This consistent alignment ensures that her life reflects her inner power and not the expectations or judgments of others. In essence, the Queen's Law teaches that the universe responds to the energy you cultivate within. Change your mindset, embrace self-belief, set high standards, maintain emotional discipline, practice detachment, and live with clarity, and you will notice a profound shift. People will treat you differently, opportunities will appear more frequently, and life will start to feel as if it is flowing in your favor. This is the power of one attitude, the one that every queen embodies naturally and effortlessly. When you adopt it, you no longer ask the universe for permission, you command it through your energy and presence. The journey to mastering this law begins with a single, deliberate choice to believe in your own worth above all else. Once that decision is made, everything else becomes a reflection of that inner truth. The Queen's Law is not about external control, it is about internal mastery. And when you master yourself, the universe responds. Step into this queen energy today and watch as the world around you rearranges itself to honor your power, presence, and unwavering self-belief. The Queen's Law, how raising your standards commands the universe. One of the most powerful attitudes a queen can adopt is the unwavering commitment to her standards. Life does not demand that you settle for mediocrity or compromise your self-worth. The universe responds to the energy you project. Standards are more than rules, they are a reflection of your inner value, your boundaries, and your expectations. They communicate to the world what is acceptable and what is not. When you raise your standards, you send a magnetic signal that changes everything around you. The universe begins to align with the level of respect, love, and abundance you demand for yourself. The first step in this transformation is understanding that your standards are an energetic declaration of who you are. They are not arbitrary, they are a direct reflection of your self-belief. A queen never accepts treatment that undermines her value because she recognizes that tolerating disrespect, inconsistency, or mediocrity diminishes her energy. By setting clear boundaries and refusing to compromise on what matters most, she ensures that only experiences, people, and opportunities that honor her worth are allowed into her life. This is the first way she commands the universe, through intentional alignment of her inner energy and her external environment. Raising your standards also requires clarity about what you will and will not accept. Many people float through life without defined expectations, reacting to circumstances rather than shaping them. A queen, on the other hand, knows exactly what she wants in every area of her life: relationships, career, personal growth, and self-care. This clarity eliminates confusion, reduces compromise, and empowers her to make decisions that reflect her highest self. The universe always responds to clear energy. When your intentions are defined and your standards are high, you naturally attract outcomes that match your level of self-respect. Another essential aspect of raising your standards is the awareness that they influence your energy and behavior. When you hold yourself to a higher standard, you begin to operate differently in every interaction. You speak with authority, make decisions confidently, and refuse to participate in situations that drain your energy. This shift in behavior is not just external, it changes how you feel about yourself internally. Every time you enforce a standard, you reinforce your self-belief, creating a feedback loop that strengthens your power. The universe responds to this consistency, presenting opportunities that honor your energy and removing those that do not. Emotional discipline is a key ally in this process. High standards are meaningless if your emotions allow you to compromise under pressure or persuasion. A queen maintains control over her reactions, refusing to let temporary emotions dictate her choices. She waits, observes, and acts only when her decisions are aligned with her principles. This discipline communicates strength, resilience, and intentionality, qualities the universe cannot ignore. People and circumstances naturally adjust to meet this energy because it is rooted in unshakable confidence and self-respect. Detachment plays a critical role in supporting high standards. When you cling, beg, or compromise out of fear, you lower your energy and dilute your power. A queen, however, practices detachment with grace, understanding that needing or forcing an outcome only invites imbalance. By trusting that what is meant for her will come in alignment with her energy and standards, She creates space for abundance to flow freely. Detachment does not mean passivity, it is an active form of self respect, a clear signal to the universe that you will not settle for anything less than what honors your worth. The ripple effect of raised standards extends far beyond personal boundaries. It transforms relationships, career opportunities, and even how the universe responds to you. People naturally respect someone who respects herself. Opportunities appear more easily when your energy reflects expectation and clarity. Situations that previously caused stress or confusion begin to resolve because your consistent standards create alignment with forces beyond your immediate control. Life becomes a reflection of your internal rules, your inner compass, and your refusal to accept less than you deserve. It is essential to recognize that raising your standards is not a one-time event, it is a daily practice. Every decision you make, every interaction you have, and every boundary you enforce either reinforces your energy or diminishes it. A queen consistently evaluates her life to ensure it matches her highest vision. She adjusts, refines, and strengthens her standards as she grows, knowing that this continual alignment is what keeps the universe responding in her favor. The power of the Queen's Law is in this persistent, unwavering practice, a commitment to honor yourself in every moment. Raising your standards also impacts your mindset profoundly. When you refuse to settle, you shift your perspective from scarcity to abundance. You stop chasing temporary validation and begin to focus on long-term fulfillment. You no longer worry about what others think or say because your self-respect supersedes external opinions. This energy radiates confidence, strength, and sovereignty, and it is irresistible to both people and circumstances. The universe always mirrors this energy, bringing experiences that match your elevated vibration and removing those that do not. Ultimately, the Queen's Law teaches that life bends to the energy you project, and nothing communicates your energy more clearly than your standards. By raising them, you claim authority over your life. You become the architect of your reality, designing every aspect of your existence to reflect your inner power. High standards are not limitations, they are declarations of your worth. They are the invisible rules that the universe cannot ignore, guiding every opportunity, encounter, and experience toward alignment with your true self. The journey of raising your standards begins with conscious self-awareness and deliberate choices. It requires courage, discipline, and faith in your own worth. But as you maintain these standards, you will witness a remarkable transformation. The world begins to mirror the queen within you. People treat you differently, doors open effortlessly, and life flows with a new sense of harmony and respect. This is the essence of the Queen's Law. The universe responds when you refuse to settle, honor yourself fully, and demand the energy you deserve. By committing to high standards, you do not just survive in the world, you command it. The Queen's Law, emotional discipline. Master yourself. Command the universe. One of the most defining attitudes of a queen is her mastery over her own emotions. Emotional discipline is not about suppressing feelings or pretending to be unaffected by life. It is about choosing how to respond rather than reacting impulsively to circumstances. A queen understands that the world mirrors the energy she projects, and when she maintains control over her inner state, the universe responds in kind. Emotional discipline is the secret power that allows her to navigate challenges, maintain clarity, and attract experiences that honor her presence and worth. The first principle of emotional discipline is awareness. A queen does not blindly act on every impulse or mood that arises. She observes her emotions without judgment, recognizing them as information rather than commands. Anger, disappointment, or fear may arise, but she does not let them dictate her actions. By creating this mental space between feeling and response, she ensures that her decisions are intentional, aligned, and powerful. The universe responds to this stability because it recognizes a force that is consistent and intentional rather than chaotic and reactive. Emotional discipline also requires the courage to face discomfort. Life is unpredictable, and challenges are inevitable. A queen does not run from difficult situations or suppress uncomfortable feelings. Instead, she confronts them with poise, understanding that growth comes from facing adversity with strength and integrity. This ability to stay composed under pressure communicates resilience to the universe. Opportunities, solutions, and supportive people naturally gravitate towards someone who can handle life with grace and stability because they sense the reliability and clarity in her energy. Another crucial aspect of emotional discipline is detachment from outcomes. A queen invests fully in her actions, but she does not cling to specific results or let them define her self-worth. This detachment allows her to maintain inner peace regardless of external circumstances. She understands that control over others or situations is an illusion, The only true control is over her own mind and reactions. By maintaining this perspective, she communicates confidence and sovereignty to the universe. Energy that is free from desperation and neediness is magnetic. It attracts people, opportunities, and experiences that are aligned with her highest self. Consistency is key in emotional discipline. It is not enough to control emotions occasionally. A queen practices it daily, refining her responses and strengthening her resilience. Every interaction, decision, and challenge becomes an opportunity to reinforce this mastery. Over time, emotional discipline becomes second nature, influencing every aspect of life. Relationships become healthier, conflicts are resolved more smoothly, and decisions are made from clarity rather than impulse. The universe responds to this consistent energy, delivering alignment, abundance, and experiences that honor her emotional maturity. Emotional discipline also amplifies other aspects of the Queen's Law, such as self-belief and high standards. When a queen maintains control over her emotions, she is less likely to compromise her standards out of fear, insecurity, or temporary frustration. She can enforce boundaries with clarity and kindness, ensuring that every interaction reflects her self-respect. Emotional discipline allows her to approach life from a place of power rather than reaction, which strengthens her influence and the magnetic energy she projects. The ability to manage emotions is particularly powerful in relationships. A queen does not overreact, manipulate, or plead for attention. She communicates with calm authority and unwavering self-respect. This energy naturally attracts individuals who match her level of maturity, integrity, and presence. Toxic people, drama, and chaos cannot hold space in the life of someone who masters her emotions because her energy is impenetrable to manipulation. The universe responds by providing experiences that align with her strength, removing those that attempt to drain or destabilize her energy. Emotional discipline is also critical for manifesting desires and intentions. The universe does not respond to scattered, chaotic, or desperate energy. When you act with intention, maintain emotional stability, and focus your energy, you send a clear signal about what you are ready to receive. A queen knows that her emotional state is a direct reflection of her vibrational frequency, and by maintaining calm, confidence, and clarity, she ensures that the universe can deliver in alignment with her energy. Chaos and uncontrolled emotions create misalignment. Discipline and mastery create flow. Importantly, emotional discipline does not mean isolation or detachment from your humanity. A queen feels deeply, loves fully, and experiences life with passion. The difference is that she does not allow emotions to control her life or dictate her self-worth. She channels them constructively, using them to guide decisions rather than overwhelm her. Anger becomes clarity, disappointment becomes a lesson, and fear becomes motivation. By transforming emotions into tools rather than obstacles, she transforms herself into an unstoppable force in alignment with the universe. Finally, emotional discipline builds confidence and personal power. When you consistently choose how to respond, rather than reacting to life's chaos, you cultivate a sense of sovereignty that is unmistakable. People sense it, respect it, and gravitate toward it. The universe also recognizes it, sending alignment and opportunities that match your elevated energy. This is the essence of the Queen's Law, mastering your internal world, so that the external world naturally conforms to your energy, intentions, and presence. In conclusion, emotional discipline is the invisible crown every queen wears. It is the power to remain composed under pressure, to respond with clarity rather than reaction, and to maintain alignment with your highest self regardless of circumstances. By practicing awareness, detachment, consistency, and courage, you create an energy that the universe cannot ignore. Relationships, opportunities, and abundance naturally flow towards someone who commands her emotions with grace and authority. Emotional discipline is not merely a skill, it is a way of being that transforms your life, aligns your energy with the universe, and ensures that you are the queen of your reality. The Queen's Law, detachment, attract without chasing, command without force. One of the most misunderstood but powerful principles of the Queen's Law is detachment. True detachment is not indifference or emotional coldness. It is the art of maintaining your inner power and sovereignty while trusting the universe to deliver what aligns with your worth. A queen understands that forcing outcomes, clinging to people, or seeking validation diminishes her energy. Instead, she cultivates a magnetic energy of calm confidence, allowing life to flow naturally while still remaining fully in command of her own choices. When practiced correctly, detachment transforms how the universe responds to you, bringing experiences, opportunities, and relationships that honor your value. Detachment begins with self-trust. A queen knows her worth and does not need external validation to feel complete. She is confident that what is meant for her will come, and what is not meant for her will pass witout resistance. This trust is not passive waiting, it is active faith in her own energy and the natural flow of life. By releasing the need to control outcomes or people, she maintains a high vibrational state that is magnetic to the universe. Energy that is free from desperation or neediness is irresistible, drawing aligned opportunities rather than chasing temporary or misaligned experiences. Another essential element of detachment is the understanding that clinging or forcing never creates lasting alignment. When you try to control situations or manipulate outcomes, you compromise your energy and invite resistance. A queen recognizes that the universe operates in its own timing and that her role is not to force but to maintain integrity, clarity, and presence. By detaching from the pressure to make things happen, she allows natural synchronicities and opportunities to emerge. This energy of calm confidence signals that she is in alignment with her highest self, and the universe responds accordingly. Detachment also requires emotional mastery. A queen does not react impulsively to setbacks, disappointments, or delays. She observes her emotions, processes them internally, and then acts from a place of clarity rather than impulse. By controlling her responses, she maintains sovereignty over her energy and prevents external chaos from dictating her state of being. Emotional discipline combined with detachment creates an aura of stability and power that is magnetic to others and aligned with the universal flow. The universe mirrors this composure, bringing experiences that resonate with her elevated energy and removing those that do not. Consistency and detachment is key. It is not enough to practice it occasionally, a queen integrates it into her daily life. Every interaction, decision, and response becomes an opportunity to exercise trust, patience, and inner control. Over time, detachment becomes a natural extension of her identity. She no longer chases, pleads, or compromises. Instead, she navigates life with elegance, confidence, and calm authority, which naturally commands respect from others and aligns the universe with her intentions. Detachment also strengthens other pillars of the Queen's Law, such as self-belief and high standards. When a queen detaches from outcomes or people who do not honor her energy, she simultaneously enforces her standards and amplifies her self-worth. She does not settle, bargain, or beg for recognition or attention. This clarity and integrity attract individuals, opportunities, and experiences that resonate with her value, while misaligned energy naturally falls away. Detachment is the tool that allows her to maintain sovereignty while still manifesting her desires. Trusting the universe is another critical aspect of detachment. A queen understands that life unfolds in perfect timing, and forcing outcomes only creates misalignment. By releasing the need to control, she opens space for miracles, opportunities, and synchronicities to enter her life. This trust is not passive waiting, it is an active practice of faith, patience, and consistent alignment with her values and energy. Life flows effortlessly when you release control because you are no longer expending energy on resistance, struggle, or anxiety. Detachment is particularly transformative in relationships. A queen does not chase love, attention, or approval. She approaches connections from a place of abundance and self-respect, allowing people to show their true intentions naturally. She communicates boundaries clearly and holds her energy without compromise. This approach not only protects her from toxic or misaligned individuals, but also attracts people who are genuinely aligned with her energy. Relationships then become sources of joy, respect, and growth, rather than stress, neediness, or manipulation. Detachment also cultivates inner peace. When you release attachment to outcomes, external validation, or the need to control others, you create space for calm, clarity, and confidence. You are no longer tossed by every change in circumstances, opinion, or opportunity. Instead, you maintain sovereignty over your mind, emotions, and energy, which strengthens your magnetic presence. The universe responds to this inner peace by providing experiences that resonate with your elevated state, making life feel more aligned, effortless, and abundant. Finally, detachment empowers manifestation. The universe responds most strongly to aligned, confident energy that is free from desperation or need. When a queen detaches, she sends a clear message that she is in control of her energy, choices, and worth. This clarity allows her desires and intentions to manifest naturally, without force or struggle. Detachment transforms life from a series of battles and efforts into a harmonious dance with the universe, where opportunities, abundance, and alignment flow toward her effortlessly. In conclusion, detachment is the cornerstone of a queen's power. It is not apathy, but mastery over your energy, trust in the universe, and sovereignty over your choices. By practicing detachment, you stop chasing, begging, or forcing outcomes and instead attract what is meant for you with grace and authority. Emotional discipline, self-belief, and high standards are amplified through detachment, creating a magnetic energy that the universe cannot ignore. When you adopt this attitude, you no longer rely on external circumstances to define your worth or control your happiness. Instead, you command life itself, aligning your inner power with the natural flow of the universe. This is the essence of the Queen's law: attract without chasing, command without force, and live in alignment with your highest self. The Queen's law: clarity, command your life through precision and purpose. One of the most powerful attitudes a queen can embody is clarity. Clarity is more than knowing what you want. It is about having a deep understanding of your values, your boundaries, and your purpose, and aligning every thought, action, and decision with that understanding. A queen who operates from clarity does not stumble through life reacting to circumstances, emotions, or the opinions of others. Instead, she navigates every situation with intentionality, precision, and authority. The universe responds to this energy because clarity communicates a force that cannot be ignored, a direction that must be followed. The first element of clarity is self-awareness. A queen knows her strengths, weaknesses, desires, and limits. She has explored her inner world and has a clear understanding of what she will accept and what she will not. This self-knowledge becomes the compass that guides every choice she makes. When you are clear about who you are, you no longer compromise your energy, chase validation, or settle for less than you deserve. The universe recognizes this certainty and begins to align opportunities, people, and experiences to match your level of self-respect and intentionality. Clarity also involves setting unshakable boundaries. A queen communicates what is acceptable in her life and what is not, and she enforces these boundaries with confidence. People, situations, and circumstances are drawn toward these clear lines of energy because they reflect a high level of self-respect and authority. Boundaries are not restrictions, they are declarations of value and intention. By living with clear boundaries, a queen signals to the universe that her energy is non-negotiable, and this command resonates beyond human perception into the very flow of her life. Decision-making is another critical aspect of clarity. A queen makes choices deliberately, with full understanding of her intentions and the potential outcomes. She does not vacillate or act impulsively out of fear, desire, or need for approval. Every decision reinforces her energy, strengthens her authority, and communicates her priorities to the universe. Clarity in decision-making ensures that the actions she takes are aligned with her highest vision, which in turn creates momentum and flow in her life. When the universe sees consistent, intentional energy, it mirrors that energy back with opportunities that match the queen's direction. Clarity is also deeply connected to self-belief. When a queen knows her worth and purpose, she becomes immune to doubt and manipulation. She trusts her instincts, follows her intuition, and remains aligned with her values regardless of external pressure or opinion. This unwavering alignment strengthens her energy, making her magnetic to the people, circumstances, and opportunities that truly belong in her life. Conversely, uncertainty, confusion, or wavering standards dilute energy and create resistance in the universe. Clarity eliminates this resistance, allowing life to flow in alignment with intention. Communication is another arena where clarity holds immense power. A queen expresses herself directly, honestly, and respectfully. She does not speak to manipulate, appease, or confuse. Every word is chosen with intention, reinforcing her boundaries and vision. Clear communication not only prevents misunderstanding but also signals authority and presence. People respect clarity because it is consistent, authentic, and powerful. The universe mirrors this communication by reflecting opportunities, relationships, and experiences that resonate with the same level of honesty and intentionality. Clarity also amplifies focus. A queen who knows exactly what she wants does not waste energy on distractions, drama, or unaligned endeavors. She invests her time, energy, and resources where they matter most, creating momentum toward her goals. This concentrated energy produces results far beyond effort alone, because it signals to the universe that she is decisive, aligned, and prepared to receive. When focus is combined with clarity, life begins to respond predictably to her actions, and the universe becomes a collaborator rather than an obstacle. Detachment and emotional discipline are amplified by clarity. When a queen is clear about her values and purpose, she does not allow external opinions, circumstances, or drama to sway her. She maintains composure under pressure and does not chase or force outcomes. Emotional discipline ensures that her responses are measured and intentional, while clarity ensures that her energy is directed toward what truly matters. Together, these qualities make her a force of alignment, capable of commanding life without struggle or compromise. Clarity also transforms relationships. When you are clear about your standards, intentions, and needs, The people who belong in your life naturally gravitate toward you, while those who do not are filtered out. Misaligned energy cannot coexist with a queen who operates from precision and purpose. This creates space for authentic, aligned connections that honor mutual respect and growth. Relationships, like all areas of life, become reflections of her internal energy and intentionality. Finally, clarity strengthens manifestation. The universe cannot respond to vague, scattered, or uncertain energy. It responds to energy that is focused, confident, and intentional. A queen who operates with clarity does not just hope for abundance, success, or love. She communicates it with every thought, decision, and action. This deliberate alignment activates the natural flow of the universe, allowing her to receive what is meant for her without resistance, struggle, or compromise. In conclusion, clarity is the crown of the Queen's Law. It is the ability to see life, oneself, and every situation with precision and purpose. Clarity allows a queen to navigate life confidently, communicate effectively, maintain high standards, enforce boundaries, and focus her energy on what truly matters. It is the foundation that amplifies self-belief, emotional discipline, detachment, and manifestation. When clarity guides every action, decision, and intention, the universe cannot help but respond. Opportunities, abundance, and alignment flow effortlessly to someone who operates with this level of intentionality and presence. By embracing clarity, you command your life, align with your highest purpose, and become the queen of your own reality.